Good morning. Saturday means yard work, so I'm gonna go through and do a SUPERJUICE application, which this will be number 2. I did one 3 or 4 weeks ago, but I'm really trying to hop this front yard up right now. It's Emerald Zoysia, so cut really low. It's got probably ½ an inch right now on it, maybe 3/4 of an inch, somewhere in there. I gotta go measure it because I haven't cut it since Sunday. So it's been about a week, so could probably mow it, but it's not greening up in places like I want it to. So anyway, but I'll show you that as well. And then also kind of what that looked like, because it's been quite a transformation up there. There were quite a few diseased trees, and then we had our sod installed before I started my lawn care business. And then half of it died because there was a giant oak tree that killed most of it off. And then the company that warrantied the work came back out and replaced the other half that died. So anyway, it's that's been a more painful process because I had to deal with a contractor. Got this 5-gallon bucket. Didn't need that. With this spout on it, it's made it easier to fill these up. So approximately 1 cup will do about 3,000 square feet, I think it is, 2,000, something like that. I do it a little bit heavier because I use this as a supplement to my normal like Bornite and Ironite. But anyway, so we're gonna mix this up. What we do though, and I think this is a really important step, is get some nice hot boiling water going, and that way everything mixes in, dissolves, so on and so forth. Okay, so first, hot water in. Dandy cup here. 1.5 cups there. 3 there. And 4 there. So again, this will probably be a little heavier than it should be, but again, I use it as a supplement, and it's been 2 weeks since our fertilizer application, 4 weeks since I've done this the last time. So mix that up real quick. You really want to make sure this is mixed in so that the little bit of sediment, the little bit of granular stuff, there's some big chunks in there that if they're not fully dissolved, will actually jam up these little nozzles. So putting that on the end of a hose, a water hose obviously, so it'll be you know, pretty thick concentrate here, but again, when you're putting it out with the water, these tips are figured perfectly for the 6,000 square feet or so we have in the front yard. Anyway, you can see here kind of what it looks like. Smells not great, but not terrible either. It's not like an unpleasing odor or anything. It's just, I don't know, not great, to be honest. My kids find it highly offensive. Because the last time I did this, they were out here with me and they're like, ew. And we're all mixed up. This is like a game changer, by the way. Makes it so much cleaner and easier. And now, pump your top back on. All right, so we're all done. SUPERJUICE in the front yard, and I figured out I'm just gonna do a longer video on the front yard here and show you those before and afters, maybe like in the next video or something. But anyway, quick little, just trying to wait for the sun to go down a little more, but didn't really work out. So here we are. It's now 6:45. So this, if you're wondering, is sand that we put down to level things out. I use that reel mower. as you've seen probably in some other videos. But anyway, so sand kind of in some lower spots that we had to fill in, but the super juice is all here now. And you probably saw in the time lapse there's like a green tint that kind of goes to it, and that's basically just so you can see where you've dumped this stuff. You're not trying to paint your lawn or anything. A couple weak areas, again, more sand in here, but now it looks like we're actually gonna get some decent temperatures to get this thing to kick. So anyway, that's a wrap on them. If you're thinking about Super Juice, I would absolutely recommend it. It does a fantastic job of providing that little bit of oomph right behind your normal fertilization program. You know, I use it again as a supplement, and I like it. I think there's a lot of really good benefits to it, and you know, excited to see what this lawn looks like this year. Last year it was great, nice and full and thick, but if you're like me, a little OCD, you always want to like find that next level. And so for me, what that means is taking it from, I used to cut it at 2 inches, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. I want to get it down to like 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Requires cutting it every like 4 or 5 days. A lot of fertilizer, a lot of water. But basically you're training the plant to do something different. And so you start early and then you kind of build up to, you know, what you're going to maintain, obviously. So anyway, but as I said before, the sun is just now starting to hit it right, and for the longest amount of time, we get a lot of morning to kind of early afternoon full sun. So it's getting at least 6 to 8 hours, give or take. 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7, somewhere in there, to like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So anyway, that's it. That's a wrap for today. I will do another video on the front yard, show you the befores and afters of that one, because it's just a lot. It's too much to cover in one video. So anyway, thanks so much for following along. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions or concerns, comment, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream.